Hey, my name is Barry Moe. I joined LBC in about October, and I've been a Christian since December of 2021. I started out in a Christian home, kind of, but we never really went to church, and I stopped going around middle school or so. High school, college, completely cut it out, just did my own thing. I focused on playing rugby, my schoolwork, partying, the general life of a normal college party guy, I guess. And I moved out to Kansas City from Delaware, and I played rugby out here for a little bit, continued in the whole world of living for myself, living after my own sin, living after whatever I thought was the best in the time. And eventually I came across a book by C.S. Lewis called Mere Christianity. I read the book and it started to spark some ideas that, maybe I was living my life the wrong way and that God was real. And so that scared me a lot, so I just hid the book away and went back to living my old life, partying. Eventually, I was out at the bars and there were some street preachers out there with megaphones. Some guys my age were handing out gospel tracts. I went and talked to one of the guys, just kind of curious what he was doing, why he was doing this. And he shared the gospel with me, and I kind of thought it was interesting, and I thought, maybe this will be something I'm interested in. And he invited me to go to church with him. I told him, yeah, I'm sure I'll go, I'll check it out. I didn't really believe him, but I didn't really know if I was telling the truth, but I told him I would. And when I was leaving, he told me to be careful that night, because I knew when I was looking at him that he knew that if I died, I would end up in hell unless I turned to Jesus. And that didn't really hit me, but his reaction to my life did hit me, and that made me go to church with him that Sunday. I went to church a little bit more, and eventually I accepted Christ. I realized that my whole life had been living for myself, and that in God's eyes I was worthy of hell, and I had no hope unless I turned to Jesus and put my sins on him, and he was the only way that I could be saved. So I did that, and I made some hard decisions. I had to cut out a lot of my old friends, a lot of my old habits. I spent a lot of my time reading the Bible, trying to figure out Christianity, reading all the reformers, trying to figure out how to live my life now. And eventually, things started making sense. It was really hard in the beginning, but I started finding fellowship. I came to Lenexa Baptist Church. I started finding Christian friends, getting involved, and it's just, I would never go back to even though it was harder, I would never turn back to that old life, because I know that there's only one way to eternal life. There's only one way to true peace and happiness, and that's through Jesus. And I appreciate you guys listening to me, and that's the story. Thank you.